Hi everyone, sorry for the late start. I had to finish my popsicle, but welcome back to Myths Guided. I'm Rose. Join us today for our adventures in Barsave with my fraternity brothers. Let's have some Myths Guided adventures. So I guess like we did last time, if everyone wants to go around and give a short introduction.
Sure. Hello, I'm Corey. I play Taman Ashford, the Dwarven Beastmaster.
Hi everyone, I'm Julia. I play Jackanal, the Scrang Nethermancer.
Hi everyone, I'm Bane. I play Triskin Loftspell, the Elven Warrior.
Hey, I play Frill Songsmith, the Human Troubadour.
And I'm Scott, and I play a male windling named Misaf, who's an elementalist.
Alright. I finished my popsicle. Okay.
Mission accomplished.
Alright. So, I guess we can do a short recap where we left off last time. Basically, our party has just arrived in Throal after their adventures in Merrick led them here to claim the reward they rightfully deserve for saving that town. And they just met with General Galder of Throal, who leads the military forces there, to discuss their future endeavors as mercenaries partnered with Thrall to travel and spread the word that Thrall is back for the people of Barsave and to regain their loyalty and to help unify the land. So where we left off, our party just agreed to continue on these adventures with General Galder. And so now they're going to talk about their compensation. So I guess I'll just explain so we can get this going. Basically, for your rewards, for helping Merrick, you're going to be given free training from some of the best adepts in the city of Thrall for free, which is very important because training is pretty expensive. So this will be able to help level you all up to Circle 2, which you all have already done before the session started, so we can be ahead of things.
Except for me.
Oh yeah, because you wasted all of your legend on distract.
Hey, who needs hit points when he can just distract people?
I guess that's a move. The game plan. But yeah, so basically he's gonna direct you all to the people you need and get you your training for about 2 weeks, and then tell you to come back and meet with him in 2 weeks' time. So is there anything specific you all want to do in Thrall for that time period that you're training, or you just want to get right back to it?
Train.
Just gonna say, I think this stuff's gonna be busy training.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Rocky montage.
Oh, now I'm sad we can't actually put that in. Someone animate it for us. So I guess in 2 weeks' time, you all return to the general at the little building in the noble area that the guard took you to in the first place. He's still in the same building with his big map laid out and all of his symbols and his battle plans and strategy, and basically I'm just imagining Solitude from Skyrim because that's all that I can. I'm sorry, all of my reference just comes from Skyrim because I have a problem. But basically that's what we're doing here. So I guess you guys come back in. I don't remember the voice that I did. It was just like
Gruff.
welcome back, my adventurers.
Yeah, there it is.
Are you ready to once again set off on your journeys to help Thrall, as you promised me you would?
I feel much more capable now that we've trained for so long. So
I feel very distracting.
God, I ran up and down so many stairs. I'm so ready.
I think we should go out on adventures at least once before we go once again.
Well, that's perfect because I have just the task for you all. You see, the mission that I would have for you all is for no mere mercenary party. You see, I'm entrusting something slightly more important to you all. I need you all to be able to prove something to me once and for all. I can tell that you've proven your skill in battle, but you all need to prove yourself now in a more diplomatic sense. You see, traveling the lands of Barsave, trying to spread this word that Thraul is back and ready to protect its people. You will come against many people who are not willing to see our side of things, and much opposition because Thrall has been out of the picture for quite a while now, since many tragedies have happened since the cares opened, but you see, we built back our strength and we're ready to help people, so people will surely be hesitant, but with good diplomatic skills, you all will be able to, not fighting, but be able to talk people back into loyalty to Thrall and once again unify our kingdom over the lands. So, are you all ready for this mission that I have for you?
I snap off a quick. It's not quite right, but it's passing. It's like, aye, sir.
Alright. So, he's gonna, I guess, do you all have a map with you?
Yes, we were given a map of the area previously.
Last session.
Perfect.
Missif puts down the map that was on the giant table that you described earlier.
Oh, yeah.
He was about to pick that one up.
Oh, yeah.
But then Frill pulled out.
I feel like that map's a little too, like, wide.
I mean, Missif was going to give it his best.
Okay.
but luckily, Frill pulled out the map.
He just had the
Right.
corner up.
Yeah.
Do you do, like,
best.
the magic trick where you just, like, flip it out and all the little, like, pawns on it? No, I'm glad you did not see that. Alright. You see, your next course of action is going to be following the Coil River down south, out past Bartertown. If you go towards the direction that you came from after getting off of the Aladar River, but keep going south, you will find the city of Ardanyan, and if you keep going south past there and follow the Coil River, you will soon find the city of Darranis, where the Aladar River and the Coil River meet. So, it's right there on the map. You see, the Kingdom of Throal, we have many ways of overseeing the nearby lands, and we can watch over you all as you go on your adventures. But we've gotten word back that there is conflict arisen in the city of Darranis, and we're not exactly sure what this conflict entails, but we believe it is something of a more diplomatic sense, clashing between people rather than clashing between monster and human. So if you all could go down there and scout this out for us and possibly solve this issue, I think I could have much use for you all. Do you think you can do this for me?
Yes, I think that would be possible.
Sure.
Alright. The city of Darranis is about a 5-day walk south of Thrall if you follow the Coil River. Probably about a 3-day walk mounted. So if you all can find some mounts, or if you need some help from me, we might be able to lessen your trip. But just let me know whatever you all would like to do.
Do you have anything in my size?
You see, oh my goodness, I thought I turned off my Slack notifications.
My fantasy Slack.
If you look out to Bartertown, there are many people selling goats. What? So I think this might be just your size.
Nissa makes an expression thinking, oh, perfect.
Oh my god.
Goats are an actual mount for windlings. I think that's funny. I think there are some other mounts as well, but goats are definitely the easiest to find.
In Barter City? Bartertown?
Bartertown. It's right outside of the border of Thraul.
Yeah. Nissa remembers.
Yeah.
I would definitely be interested in acquiring a horse to lessen the journey.
All right. Well, we have quite a few horses within this kingdom that have been trained for carrying our men off to battle, but not for battle. So I'm sure that we could find some for you all that are suitable companions for you to take on this trip, if you can bond with them. I don't know, I guess if they're already trained, you don't really have to bond with them, but let me see. I think horses are suitable mounts for all of your races. Let's see. Besides Windling.
Mm-hmm.
How's human fork screen? So what's gonna be tough is finding mules are a suitable companion or suitable mount for dwarves. Unfortunately, some types of horses are not, so we might have to find you a mule. Let's see.
Is it perhaps possible to find a Trojan?
How do you spell that?
Troajin.
It's unusual.
Oh, I see. Oh, I know exactly what this is. Unfortunately, these creatures are more native to the jungle areas of Barsave, so we don't often see them in this area, but I'm sure that on your journeys you would most likely be able to encounter one if you choose to pick one as a companion. But for now, just about all of the mounts you can find would be, well, the cheaper ones can be found in Bartertown. You can find mules and horses and goats there and other barn-like creatures, but within the city of Thraul, we do have a main town square area where you might be able to find nicer quality mounts for you all to take. Oh boy. Alright, let me see what the amount... I did not prepare for this part. I thought y'all were just gonna walk. Be like that sometimes.
Yes.
Let's see.
Okay.
Is the mount prices, is that in the players?
Mm-hmm.
Alright,
Yeah, I have it up.
cool.
I might need a new.
What page is it
myself a
on?
new sheet. Mine's gonna be really beat up.
440.
Cool. Alright, so I'm gonna say he gives you all each 100 silver pieces, I think. Yeah, 100 silver pieces to go and buy whatever mounts you guys would want to buy. So they're pretty easy to find in the Bartertown area. A goat costs about 10
Wow.
silver pieces.
Steal a riding goat.
You
Do
can
I put that in
find.
my equipment or
Sure.
sure, why not?
Sure.
Equipment goat.
Goat.
It has
125. Wow.
a feeding cost of 5 copper pieces. I don't really care about that. Y'all can goats eat grass, right? That's fine. And goats have a speed of 16, so
Hey, that's as fast as I can fly.
it's pretty good.
But it's getting tired and you're not.
Yeah.
Yeah. So a mule would be 100. And then depending on what type of horse, the humans, elves, and Scrane can ride horses. There's like a draft horse, a pony, a riding horse, and a war horse. However, war horses are very expensive because they're trained in combat. But a draft horse is 150, a pony is 110, and a riding horse is 125.
I will get a riding horse.
Yeah, I'm also gonna get a riding horse.
You said 120?
125.
125. I also got a riding horse.
The riding horses are too tall for me.
Yeah, I think that.
What about the pony?
I think you can ride a pony.
Very well. I shall take the pony.
Yes, ponies are suitable mounts for dwarves, elves, humans, and as animal companions. Wait, are riding horses for Scrying? Let me see. Draft horses are for Scrying. Let's see. Check with riding horse. Okay, yeah, elves, humans, orcs, and Scrying can use riding horses. They cannot wear barding or armor, so they're just for travel, which is fine because none of you all are the
Horseman.
cavalrymen, yeah, or whatever they're called. Alright, cool. So, mounts acquired. That means this will be like a 3-day trip. Maybe a little less if you run your horses to exhaustion. And the riding horses are a little faster than the pony and the goat, so
Alright.
you can outrun your party
Your allies.
Your allies.
This is
Solid.
it's the scene from Lord of the Rings with Gimli lagging behind while Legolas
No.
everyone run
Yeah.
ahead. That's just Mrs. little goat like
I like really want a picture of
Yeah, wait, so
Yeah,
how fast
riding
how
this
fast
goat.
is the riding horse?
Oh, that's a good question.
20.
20,
20.
yeah. Goat
20.
is a 16. That's a good goat speed.
That's as much as a
Like,
pony.
yeah, damn.
I guess ponies have little legs.
It's okay.
Goats are fueled by their anger, so that's how they go so fast.
They just scream as they run.
Like,
The bird stays in flight, dude.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and use Animal Bond on my pony
Okay.
to improve its disposition towards me above neutral.
Okay. Cute. Alright, do you have to roll for that, or do you just does it just
Yeah, it takes a standard action, so I can do it quickly, but I can only make one test every day to improve its disposition.
Oh, I see. Okay. You hear the marketplace noises?
Oh, that explodes.
Boom.
Ooh.
Boom.
Here we're in Barter Town. Here's the market noises.
20.
Alright. I mean, that passes.
Yeah.
Clearly.
If I beat his social defense by more than 5,
Yes. You beat it by 13, so.
Okay.
So that's an extra success.
Yeah.
2
okay.
extra successes.
So it goes from neutral to friendly,
Cool.
and then one more test, and I can make him loyal.
Wow.
Mhm.
Cute pony friends. Alright. I like imagining you all on your little mounts. That's cute.
Yeah.
Alright.
Pop.
Away. So, before you all leave. Oh. Wait, do I have horse noises? I don't think I
That's
do.
okay.
we'll just have to make them ourselves.
We've got the horse noises.
I
You're
like
doing
Scott's
a good
better.
job. I don't even think can probably pick it up on the microphones,
I
but
thought my frog voice was probably the best I'm gonna do for this whole campaign.
turn up the animal sound. All right. Oh wait, I do have a horse noise. Let's see. Did anyone hear that? I didn't hear it.
So do any of us know about
What
this?
was that?
Do any of us know about this town that we are traveling to?
No.
Unsure.
You guys can make
No.
what?
I think
Intelligence? Not intelligence. I guess like awareness.
Yeah, awareness.
I have item history, but that's not about places.
That is unfortunate.
Is this
Maybe we'll run into some magic items eventually.
is this like a perception check or is this a
Yeah.
perception?
Or not perception.
Awareness, you just said?
Yeah. Well, I guess what is like history, like
There's-
recall.
I'm
Maybe an
sorry,
art skill.
history.
I mean, you can just do like.
You can just do awareness. I think that's
Yeah,
fine.
sure, yeah.
So I have knowledge of trade routes.
Okay.
Can I figure out what the primary trades are of the city?
Thrall or Darranis?
Darranis.
Yeah. You can do that.
Wow.
7.
There was a 1 for a second.
Alright, you know that, so Darranis is a city that lies among a major route between Throal and the port city of Europa, which is like a very large, fast-growing city for trade, being on the port. So since the city is directly in between, it has pretty much all sorts of trade going on, as well as a lot of wealth coming into the city.
Mhm.
So you know that.
Interesting.
Any else of you guys roll anything?
I'd just roll an 8.
An 8
Yeah.
for just awareness?
Yeah, awareness.
Alright. I'll say you know that this city is just upstream from House Vestrimmen on Lake Ban. So Lake Ban is where the Coil River and the Serpent River meet, and House Vestrimmen is the scrying house closest to Thrall. Like not physically closest to Thrall, but like loyalty.
Okay.
And yeah, their base is in that lake. That's a little further south than Darranis. So being on the river, like it's all kind of connected with the scrying at that point. Alright, so you've heard of Darranis.
Awareness is which, if you don't have the skill, would it be like
Perception.
Perception? Alright, step 7. It's a d12. What do I know?
I rolled an 8 on a Legends and Heroes check for, I don't know if there are any legends or heroic hills surrounding
Not that you know of. It's very quickly growing newer city, so there's not much like history to it yet. Despite it being a major caravan route out of Bartertown. So
it's kind of like a boomtown then?
yeah. It's an aggressive rooster.
Yeah.
Wow. Alright.
Wow.
I'm gonna say you don't know anything,
Yeah.
considering you just came out of a care like
Yeah.
yesterday
Come out
or
of
something.
Yeah. Was it even on my map to Thrall?
No, it's a newer city.
Yeah.
So I mean, it definitely was not
Yeah,
Written.
I figured as much.
in the Book of Tomorrow or anything that you would have read. So you've never heard of the city before, unfortunately. Okay. So before you leave, the general dude, Galder, tells you that like he'll know his people watching if you guys fail. Aggressive music change. This mission. So he's putting his faith in you all, and to set out into Thrall. or set out into Barsave, and do what you promised to do. And if you have any troubles, you can come back to Throal for guidance or help or anything.
Is there a point of contact inside of Darranis that we may talk with?
You will know when you know.
Okay.
Okay. Excellent. Does he like fade back into the shadow?
Yeah.
Look at that.
Steps back, like puts his cape on. No. All right, so I guess you all can set off now if there's nothing else you want to collect before. Bless you.
Ugh.
I guess you all get rations and stuff for the trip and whatnot. So there's no bother trying to find those things. He's prepared some rations. And camping supplies, I guess. In general, survival kits. I mean, this is a pretty well mapped out trade route, considering it goes between two major cities in Barsave. So it's not too bad. Okay.
Are there any risk of bandits along this particular route?
It's a possibility.
It's a possibility.
I
Okay.
mean, especially closer to the city of Darranis, it's very wealthy now. So it's a possibility.
We should be on our guard as we travel this road, especially once we are out of the purview of the City Watch of Throal. Most do not patrol the roads as well as the dwarves do.
I agree. Traveling can be a hazardous pastime.
It should be fine. What could possibly go wrong?
Right?
Oh, frill.
Really, so right. Everybody you meet on the road is kind and generous and only has your best interests in mind.
Exactly.
The surface world is way different from the cares, unfortunately. Alright. So, I'll say, you all follow, do you guys want to, follow the, mountain ridge, basically, if you look at the map, you see, you can follow, this down to the river, and then
Is there no, road connecting Throal to the start of the river?
I guess there's a road that connects it to Ardanyan, which is the river, right?
Yeah, so I assume we just follow
you
the
guys,
road then.
Okay, yeah, perfect.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So there, you have no trouble getting to Ardanyan. Considering it's very close. You make it probably about mounted. It takes about a day. So if you set out in the morning, you're probably gonna get there at late afternoon time. You all, I guess, can choose to push forward or spend the night in Ardanyan.
I want to spend the night.
Yeah.
Basically,
I'd like to spend the night as well.
as you get to Ardanyan, it's just.
We're in no rush.
It's also just a small town along this major trade route, so it's pretty much just known as a welcome stop for travelers, as well as a very wealthy city. A lot of rich people in it, doing rich people things because it is along a major trade route. So,
Being about a day's ride away from Throal, this might be a good place for us to go to the inn and maybe talk with some travelers who are coming from Darranis themselves. Maybe they have news for us.
It's a good idea.
you guys want to go find the tavern?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
I think they're gonna be able to help us with diplomacy, that kind of news.
Not necessarily help us with diplomacy, but perhaps let us know more acutely what's going on in the city.
Yes.
Right?
I mean, so far we have a very, very vague mandate from
Yeah, I think
From,
something.
Help the town.
General
is-
Galder.
Help the town is. I mean,
Did we receive any official paperwork from Galder before we set out?
No. No contract.
Mm,
No NDA.
no liability
Hi,
on
everybody.
our part.
We're here to help you with your problem that we definitely didn't hear about from anybody else.
Well, I still have the seal from the previous party. I did not give that up.
Okay.
Stop calling out my plot holes. Assholes. Oh my goodness. At this moment, a hawk swoops into the air, grabs the paperwork out of your hands, and drops 5 seals on the table with like Thrall's emblem on it. No.
Alright.
Wow.
It's like, oh god, I need to stop making references. I was gonna be like, it's like Harry Potter or whatever, when like all of a sudden like, what are the messages
Yeah, the
called
owls.
that
Yeah.
scream at you?
Oh, the
The
howlers.
howlers.
This hawk just comes up, screeches in your face, and drops
It
this
like
in front of you.
comes into the inn and it just goes, "These are mercenaries of Thraul!" and just screams. And then like it just goes quiet. No.
Well, Miss F will pick up one of those 5 seals.
Yeah.
That says, convenient.
And now you know that Thrall has hawk messengers, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, of course, they have the best beastmasters there.
Exactly. So they're keeping their eyes on you. They're hawk eyes.
I like the idea that he said he was going to keep. I guess this is what he meant, the hawk eyes on us. If we fail. I was thinking he was going to send people after us, and they just watch us die and just kind of be like,
just like people awkwardly like wandering in the bushes.
yeah, like watching us get murdered. It's just like, okay, well, no need to interfere here.
Bro, it's just Dagos.
Oh god.
Dagos appears out of nowhere.
hiding
Like,
in the bushes.
my
writing a
friends!
notebook.
I couldn't leave you. Let me join you. No, he would never leave his city. Unless
He's way too honorable for that.
unless they told him to leave, then he would probably do whatever they said. Alright. So with your new beautiful Thrall emblem badges on your clothing / armor that you just recently got directly from General Galder, because he did not forget to give you any sort of
Certainly.
confirmation that you're truly mercenaries partnered with Thrall. You now put your badges on and can convince people of your status.
Sweet. Missip is gonna go to the bar and try to show off that he's a mercenary of Thrall and see how people react.
Okay, how exactly are you going to show off?
He's gonna be like, "Hey, check it out! I'm a mercenary of Thrall. I'm new in town."
I'm new in town.
I'm a mercenary. I'm single and I'm new in town.
I wanted to be like a really flirty girl, but I don't think I can do that seriously.
I need to stop making references.
Oh yeah? Tell me about what adventures you've been on.
I don't know if I can roleplay this, but Missip goes ahead and starts describing the horror that he ran into the first time.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh, you're so brave. This is what you want.
You did this now.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. How would Missip respond?
I'm gonna try and crash.
How would you?
Are you also one of those mercenaries from Thrall?
Nah, I know this guy from way back, and that story is complete hullabaloo. It was like a bear. I don't know. He's yanking your chain.
So I guess I should describe this girl. She's like a very composed-looking, taller, elven girl, with her hair braided back, and a gold chain around her head, I guess, and nice clothes on because she looks very wealthy. So she just kind of looks at you all and just is like, "Oh, okay." Yeah. And she's gonna like turn her attention back to the bar or whatever.
Nice.
She's...
Poured some ice on that. This is voice changes briefly. It says, "Wow, you really ruined that, didn't you?"
Don't be too harsh on Frill. He's just out of his care.
Well, it's
Yeah,
pretty
I've
snarky.
never
for
met
just
a
fresh
girl
out of the
before.
Clearly, they did not have any girls in there.
I go up to
Hey,
Frill
shut
and
up.
pat him on the back and be like, yeah, give the kid a break.
Wait, he just lied though. There was no bear.
What the fuck?
Wow.
I'm just like downing a Harvey Wallbanger in the corner. I'm not involved in this. I'm not acting like I even know them. Like,
Like as you're in the bar, that like elven girl, her like group of like 3 other gal pals all like run up and they're like, oh my god, and they're just like, you know, rich and dumb basically, and they like run over to this table of men who are like gambling or whatever, and just playing poker. I don't know, poker. Did that exist in
Space
this?
poker.
fantasy poker.
Fantasy poker.
They're playing Gwent.
What?
Gwent is a game from The Witcher.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. But yeah, so they like run over to this table of all of these dudes who are also dressed very like over the top, like a lot of like purple and gold accents on their clothing because royalty, or wealthy, and they're like just throwing a ton of money on this table, like, you know, and having a good old time. And everyone's cheering as some dude wins a bunch of money, and and it's just normal, like, upsettingly rich people things that they're doing in a bar.
I'm gonna go over and like grab a beer from the bar and then sit next to Jack and all and just not acknowledge him at all and start working on my tattoo again.
Oh my god, that is unsanitary. Doing that in public places.
I just have like a sleeve up and I just.
You're doing the stick and poke, like right there?
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah, no,
Wow.
he's just got one needle.
All of the like established people in the bar around you are kind of just gonna like scoot a little bit.
I'm actually
further
grateful
down
for
the
this because
bar.
it means they also scoot away from me.
One elven girl is gonna, a different one than the one from before, is gonna like run up to you and like put her arms on the bar and be like, oh my god, what are your tattoos for? It's so cool.
So basically, I'm very sad.
Oh my god, me too! I never saw my Harvey Wallbanger in this instant. Why are you sad?
Well, you see, my grandparents, they were caught in the Bloodwood during the tragedy of the Florence.
She's gonna like hug you and like, you know, just be like, I understand.
I immediately get teary and just describe how basically my grandfather, right? He was a close advisor, I guess, to the Queen, and I just know in my heart that he didn't support what she did. I just know it. But he's there anyway.
Behind you, Frill is just strumming like a sad funeral dirge.
Why do you have to ruin everything?
Literally just going from one thing to another, killing the mood.
As this sad music plays in the background, which
Exactly.
sounds strikingly similar to Self-Control by Frank Ocean.
Oh my god. Wait.
Triskin goes on and says, anyway, I've never forgiven the Blood Elves for what they did to my family, and I don't know. These tattoos are in remembrance of what happened.
She
and I unbutton my shirt a little bit and expose the top part of a very detailed portrait, but nothing more.
For now.
She I like how the only two characters I know how to play are super wholesome or dumb bitch. The epitome of me as a person.
Oh, you gotta go with what you know.
Would you like some dumb bitch juice?
Yes. No, actually, what I was going for is that she was actually already very drunk, but I don't. How do I role play drunk?
Slurred words.
Yeah. Repeat yourself a bunch.
Yeah. She's gonna start crying profusely at your story and just be like, my brother is also, I just can't believe he went in the blood woods too and he hasn't come back yet, and life here is so awful, what even is the point? She's just crying and just throws her head onto the bar.
I make note of which girl this is.
What?
Okay. Tries to kind of just pats her on the head and is
She's gonna fall asleep on the bar.
Yeah, he can tell she's almost there, so
she's gone.
He's just gonna, I don't know, make sure he can hold her hair once she starts throwing
God.
Mainly just away from him.
Yeah.
What was the name of this town again? I'm sorry.
This is Ardanyan.
Ardanyan. This is the Ardanyan pub crawl, and she's on the 13th one of the night.
Honestly, basically the feel you get from this bar is that it's a very wealthy town, and that the people here.
This is Bucket on a Friday night.
Yeah. Oh my god, I have a story from last Saturday night was the most terrible night to ever be out in Atlanta. Because it was the night before the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. I was on MARTA, sorry, slight side story. It's cool. I was on MARTA MARTA, there was a fire. I was in Doraville taking the southbound train back to Midtown. Yeah, apparently there was a fire 2 stations south of where I was, and they had to stop the train because the fire was too close to the tracks. So they got us on MARTA buses that were supposed to be express to Lenox, and we waited on there for 45 minutes as this dude was just screaming the whole time about I don't know, the government trying to destroy humanity or something. I don't know.
Wow.
We were basically all being played by the government, apparently. And then I got on the MARTA finally at Lenox, and this dude I was sitting next to, he was had his headphones in, and he kind of had his head down, and I was that's normal MARTA behavior. Halfway in between, what's the stop one north? Art State, or I think it's Art Center. And the one right above it, he just starts profusely vomiting on the train. No. Yeah, a lot. And it was all just water. He had been drinking a lot that night. It was 4 or 5 times, and it just started spreading all over the floor of the bar. Anyways, it was a very unpleasant thing to be around. I evacuated as soon as possible. Never go.
Well, you weren't the first one to evacuate on that train.
I want to die.
Oh my god.
No.
Basically, Atlanta, Buckhead, Saturday before the Super Bowl is what this city is.
I liked the parody City of Atlanta account that was just
oh my god.
Monday it was Super Bowl's over, everybody out.
But yeah, you get the feeling that this is everyone is very surface, I don't know, they're just living.
They're preps
to live.
Yeah.
I don't know. It almost feels kind of sad because everyone here is it's kind of a pointless life just to be wealthy and not do anything. But I mean, there's not really anything going on besides
So there's no wealthy traveler, like no wealthy merchants traveling through this bar?
You can try and find some.
Yeah, I'm going to, I'll walk up to the bartender, get probably a local dwarven ale probably shipped over from Throal. And then look around the bar for some merchants.
Okay. I mean, it's pretty easy to find. Like this city was founded from like wealthy merchants who like chose to settle up the river right as it runs out of the Throal Mountains. So a majority of these people in here are very wealthy merchants. But I'll say you're able to like distinguish some of the like passing by merchants from like the general wealthy people in this bar.
Okay.
So let's say there's a human and a dwarf, two dudes drinking at the bar who look like they just.
Are they there together or?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll sit right next to them, and I will order another drink for each of them of whatever they're drinking.
Thank you, my kind sir. What are you doing here in this town? I can tell you're not a local.
Yes, I am not a local. I was curious. I'm traveling to Darranis on the morning, and I was wondering if you two happen to have come from there.
No, not directly from Darranis, but we've been there many times. We've actually just come from Throal now, but Darranis, it's a nice city. It's growing very rapidly at this time. It's a really big hub for riverboats right now. You see these streams here where we are right now in Ardanyan. Is that what it's called, right?
Ardanyan.
Ardanyan. Down the Coil River to Darranis are much too hazardous. But right there, right at Darranis, where the Coil River meets the Aladar River, is where the riverboats start to run back south. So it's a major route from Europa. So the people there are very wealthy, similar to the city here.
I was curious if you could tell me anything about any various local movers and shakers in Darranis.
Movers and shakers?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
It's like important people.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Not like classically
You shake things
important
up.
either.
Yeah.
Like
You know,
people who like are outlaws and also
not necessarily outlaws, but like people who can get things done.
Yeah,
People that
exactly.
make things happen.
Yes.
I've never stayed too long in the city, but there's definitely a bit of a overarching ruling class there that I'm sure that upon visiting you would easily be able to distinguish. They've recently at least assumed a more powerful position of authority over Darranis. So I hear that there might be some conflict there in the future, just because this rising to power and more wealth coming into the city. You know, wealth makes people greedy, so greedy, and especially power does as well. So I'm sure that there's going to be plenty of conflicts going on in that city. Different from here, where the people, as you can tell, are just living day to day. But there, it's a bit more populated. There's a bit more lust for power and for higher position, and I hear people there can be quite greedy. So it's definitely
Marx was right. Fantasy Marx was right. Sorry, I thought you were done talking.
No, that was pretty much it.
I
Yeah.
thought you said Thanos was right.
Oh, that's you. But...
Thanos was right.
I want to start an argument about class conflict in this bar.
Oh my god.
Why wouldn't Jack and all do that?
I mean, yeah, he has just pounded Harvey Wallbangers, so this is separate from your conversation. Though, so.
Of course. Basically, this town has been growing like explosively recently, so there's a lot of people going in and out. So that mixed with like this like establishment of power is just can cause conflict.
So basically, what you're telling me is that there are those who have benefited more so than others in the city for their good fortunes, and that is making tensions rise.
Yeah, I definitely think that would be the case.
What is it that sets the ruling class apart? Is it a particular one of the name-given races? Particular trade?
So the like human man is gonna speak up now. It was originally the elf man, but the human's gonna tell you. I mean, the city is very diverse, being along such a well-populated traveled trade route. There's people of every race there, really. So it's not so much humans or Skrain ruling over. It just so happens to be the people who made their way to the top quick enough that have assumed this power in the city. But because having power there has to do with how hard you've worked or how sly you've worked. Many people are also attempting to reach that level of power. So it's not so much people trying to usurp, it's people trying to steal from each other. That town feels so greedy. I don't like visiting there very, very much. I usually just pass through for the day to go along our trade routes. But they're definitely very greedy people, always trying to get everything out of you. So be careful there. That's all. That's all it says.
I thank you for your time and for your information. Enjoy the ale.
Thank you very much for ordering it for us. They'll like clink their drinks. Cool. All right. Anything else you guys need in this bar?
I want to head to bed early and wake up. I want to try and catch that girl on the way out before she leaves in the morning.
Okay.
Oh
Maybe she'll die.
She's actually gonna die on the bar. You won't have the opportunity to save her. No, she's fine. I mean, she doesn't live in the bar though. So she definitely goes home at some point.
She doesn't get a room there.
Her friends carry her home.
Yeah, probably.
That's what girlfriends do.
They're native to the
All right.
city.
Are any of her friends
Single?
sober?
You can try and find out.
I want to see if any of her friends are not super duper drunk.
Make an awareness check.
Boy, that's perception, right?
Are you good at telling if people are drunk or not? Let's
I have a lot of things. I don't think
Or
drunk
perception?
and radar is one of them.
Well,
so
it says seduction right there for us.
I'll just make a seduction check. No.
a 3.
I mean, they seem like girls. You've seen them once or twice.
I'm gonna
I think
take.
you go for it.
I'm gonna.
Are you across the bar, but like,
Yeah.
I wanna. Yeah, so I'll order a tankard of water,
Okay.
and I'll go up to one of the girls at random.
Okay.
Random girl.
So the girl was asleep on the bar top. So I'll assume her friends kind of
Yeah.
crowded around her slightly. So you're just gonna go up to her.
Yeah.
I'm
so,
just like right next to them, just
Yeah.
still tattooing, by the way.
so I go up to one of them, and I offer her the drink.
Okay.
Your tankard of water?
Yeah, tankard of water. And I go, your friend there, she was mumbling right before she passed out, and I couldn't help but overhear that she mentioned she had a brother in the Bloodwood. Do you have any information on that?
All right, you're gonna approach. It's gonna be a little short, scraying woman, and she's gonna go, "Oh, thank you, sweetie pie," and she's gonna take the jug of water and like be like, "Hey, Ayla, drink this!" And she's gonna like slap her friend's head and like put the water by, and the girl's still gonna be like passed out on the bar. As she's like, she'll be fine. What did you ask again?
So I'm part of a group of adventurers, and I couldn't help but overhear that your friend mentioned that she had a brother that was lost in the Bloodwood.
Pay no mind to the Bloodwood, Frill. You don't want any part of that. Without looking up.
So tragically touching.
I don't know if this is something she wants me to share. I mean, her brother left a few years ago to try and go back and get re-entry into the Bloodwood, but he never came back from it. A lot of elves, it happens like that.
They never do.
They want to go. She like looks at you and she's like panicked. Their ancestors called them, but they just, it's not the same place as it used to be back in the day before the Scourge. So yeah, he hasn't come back and she's still pretty hung up on it, but she'll be okay. We're here for her. And she's gonna like lift her head up and drink some water.
One more thing before I leave.
Of course.
One more. Do you happen to know her brother's name?
Yeah. Elven names. Oh, those are some weird names.
Just look up an old English translator.
Honestly. I have to remember this name too. I'm gonna write it down.
Or like pick modern names and just make them sound old-fashioned.
His name was Fala.
Last name?
Why are you doing this to me?
Last name was Lot. Fala Lot.
Yep.
Oh no.
That's their names. Ayla and Fala Lot. Great. Anything else you need to know, sweetie?
I do think I have my next goal. Thank you. And do you have anything you want to drink? One round's on me.
You're so sweet. I would love a drink.
Alright, I toss her 2 silver. Like, whatever you want.
She kind of looks at it and she's like, okay. Like, this is nothing.
I don't know how much does a drink cost? Like, a silver?
This is like a bougie
Yeah.
bar.
Yeah, this is a bougie
So-
bar.
Yes.
She'll, like,
I
grab
know.
some more silvers from her own pocket and, like, get around for everyone at the
There you
table.
go. I go sit in the corner and start thinking about what I learned.
She's gonna go up to Tristan and be like, thanks for trying to comfort her. If you guys ever need anything and are in town again, you can come visit us here. Let us know if you need any help. And she like tells like address. I guess they have addresses. Like describes where they live in the city.
Directions.
Yeah, directions. If you guys ever need anything. So you get.
I say back to her, thank you. I just hope that Frill over there doesn't pursue this any further.
She's just gonna kind of like smile and be like, yeah.
I'm just like, cute. I'm like to some shabby guy in the corner. I'm like, can you look at the cocktail prices at this place? And then it escalates to like, the bourgeoisie will never willingly give over power. There is no peaceful revolution. There is no debate. The only solution is, overthrowing the ruling class.
This man is gonna be like,
just that face. Yeah. I'm just like, our first mistake is assuming that the enemy has empathy.
"You need a drink."
I just had one and it was so much money.
He's gonna be like, "Can I get another one of those?" And put like 5 silver coins on the table.
5 gold.
God, yeah.
5 gold. He just like unloads his entire wallet.
Yeah.
No. Drinks for everyone. No. He'll get you another drink and kind of just be like,
Oh, okay. That's kind of it. What?
Did you just describe what he was? Is he a...
Oh, I just said he's shabby looking. I went over to somebody who was not rich looking.
Oh, okay.
I started this
Oh, I
conversation.
see.
Or I just started complaining, really.
Yeah, he's gonna be like, I don't know what a lot of those words mean, but okay. And then, he'll buy you a drink as well. And be
That's
like,
nice.
it's pretty expensive, but if you wanna match the upper class, you gotta pretend to be like them. So if you ever wanna get money, this is what you gotta do. And he is shabby, but also trying to play along with the rich aesthetic.
Thank you, comrade.
No.
Whatever that was.
All right.
So the brother's name was Fala.
Fala.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Ayla was
Ayla and
his
Fala.
sister. Who was the girl that?
The screen?
Yeah, who was the screen?
I mean, y'all never asked her name.
Oh,
No one
okay.
cares about the sweet scrain girl. Sweet
Southern
little
girl.
southern scrain girl.
You don't even know the screen girl's name.
Alright. I mean, y'all can ask her if you want, but...
I'm just gonna write down Southern Scrang.
Alright. What's up?
I'm fine skipping ahead to the next morning. I assume the inn's like a silver or something.
Yeah. It'd be a silver. Okay. Alright, well then you all wake up in the morning feeling well rested. I guess your mounts are tied up outside the inn. Free of charge. So you all managed to get breakfast in the morning, I guess. Free accommodations from the inn. And then
It's a continental breakfast kind of thing.
mount up again for another day's journey.
Yeah.
Alright.
On the journey, I want to strike up a conversation with Triskin.
Not allowed.
Conversation forbidden.
Alright, good luck for it.
I maneuver my horse over towards Triskin's.
At first I know exactly what's gonna happen. So I maneuver my horse a little bit away, and then he just keeps on following me, and I just accept the inevitable and start moving towards him.
Oh boy.
These dynamics are so good.
So I walk up like, so you seem to know a lot about this Bloodwood place. What is this? It wasn't mentioned anywhere in the book.
It's not a story the Jedi would tell. It's not a story the dwarves would have told. They wrote the Book of Tomorrow before this tragedy, I hope. Yes, the Book of Tomorrow was published and put into the cares before this tragedy befell the world. The Bloodwood is the ancestral home of the elves. It was a place of great magic, and that great magic was corrupted. Our queen, what's the queen's name? Alatia. Our queen Alatia, a once benevolent and
She's a
kind
bitch,
ruler.
so it's fine.
seized power for herself and performed a great ritual of blood magic that corrupted the entire area in an attempt to avert damage from the scourge. I guess she did accomplish her goal, but at the cost of tens of thousands of elves that were transformed into abominations. These thorns on my arm, and I kind of like gesture to like my like fresh tattooed area, I guess. That's kind of like
Crusty.
yeah, it isn't like it's just fresh tattoo swollen. I say these thorns on my arms represent the thorns of my brethren that grew out of their flesh unwillingly once this ritual was performed. They were perverted, corrupted into monsters, all unwillingly, all without hope. And some elves wish to return. They wish to take back the Bloodwood, and some wish to return and join them. I wish nothing of the sort. I wish to just stay away. You should too.
That's a lot. It'd be like that sometimes. Are you guys in the forest now? Oh yeah, I guess you're on horseback.
Yeah.
All right.
What would you do if you were forced back there?
What would I do?
How would you react?
I sit pensively for a long while, like an uncomfortably long time, almost like 2 full minutes. My horse like whinnies and neighs,
Wait,
also in discomfort. Yeah, exactly. And I say, to be honest with you, Thrill, I don't know.
Well, sure is something. I'm at a little bit of a loss at how to continue, because this is not how Frill had envisioned this conversation going.
That's rough, buddy.
That's rough. Wait, that's from Avatar.
Okay.
Your girlfriend turns into.
I kind of slow my horse down a bit and gain some distance. I just kind of mutter, "What a tragedy."
Yeah. As he walks away, I bury my face in my hands.
Oh.
You made him cry.
Not actually cry. I just kind of like
Your hair
pull
looks-
my hair in frustration and then recompose myself.
Your hair right now is very funny.
That's pretty much exactly what happens, except his hair is a little bit longer than yours.
Nice.
So.
Wow. All right. Well, you all continued your journey by the Coil River. I mean, if there's no further interruptions, you can travel peacefully.
I don't think I have any conversations.
He just gave up on the conversations for the day.
I guess I could talk to other people about their thoughts on the Bloodwood, but
All right. Well, I mean, you continue to travel down a very established path, and every now and then, travelers pass you going in the other direction, going towards Throal, and you kind of acknowledge each other on this journey, and then it begins to. The sun begins to go down as you all reach a sign that says about 1 day journey left to Thrall.
Okay.
So, I mean...
So that town was 2 days out from Throal, basically?
Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. So it's a 3-day trip, so that was 1 day there and then 2 more. So there's not really any... particular areas. I mean, every now and then you pass some shacks up against the Coil River, or maybe some like little kind of villager town-esque things, but no are really established on the way. So I mean, how would you guys like to keep going or try and find a place to rest for the night?
I'm going to use wilderness survival to find us some shelter for the evening. I think that we should probably find a good place to make a camp for the evening. Otherwise, we risk running into who knows what in the middle of the night out here.
Yeah.
I agree. We should get a fire going.
I
just
come
in
up
case
behind
there's
Frill and I'm
aggressive wildlife.
I'm gonna spend the karma on this.
Ooh, nice.
Let's
Tell us.
12,
You construct an entire log
22?
cabin.
25.
12, 25. 25 on wilderness survival.
I was joking, but maybe you actually do construct an entire log cabin. You make a very sturdy and put away shelter for you all to spend the night, as well as prepare a fire out in front of it. Using your very impressive wilderness survival skills, you do everything quite efficiently and are set up for the night.
Good.
Good? Alright.
And any of the time I have left for the evening, I'm going to spend taking care of my pony and bonding more with him.
Cute. Wholesome content.
I got a 16 to bring up to loyal.
Yeah.
All right.
Definitely.
I'm gonna spend the remainder of the evening first washing my like fresh tattoo, basically, and like kind of caring for it, and then I'm going to perform my karmic ritual. So, it basically just looks like sword practice, kind of, well, a little bit. So go through some sword forms and then sit and meditate and then slowly levitate off the ground, basically. And looks very strange to those who are uninitiated into the warrior circle, but and then
Are you doing this out in the open?
yeah, just right by the fire.
When you start levitating, my eyebrows raise with your body, just like.
I like that.
And then another series of sword forms. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
I'm probably sitting down by the fire, doing my own karmic ritual of just. It's a slow chords and just scales, but they get faster and faster. And it's just the 12 major and minor scales, forwards and backwards. But they start out slow and just get faster and faster until at the end I just go.
It's very impressive.
Flourish, yep.
Missif is going to spend a significant amount of time staring at his goat face to face, as if he's like deep in thought, contemplating something. And then he's gonna go take some mud. And then he's gonna take some. He's gonna take some dirt and he's gonna put it in a jar of water. And then he's gonna throw that jar of water onto the fire until it turns into hot mud. And then he's gonna throw the hot mud on the goat. And then he's gonna sing some arcane things, and then as the mud dries, it will blow off of the goat, leaving intricate designs on the goat. And then Missif nods to himself and goes to sleep.
As you throw the hot mud on the goat, it's going to make this sound.
Wait, no?
What on earth?
No, that's not it either.
There we
Yeah, there it is. And you're like meditating and you hear like that. I'm like, oh,
I really liked it.
let's say I do 2 attempts at my karmic ritual. The first one, I'm mid-levitation while that happens. I fall face first onto the ground. Look over at Missif, give him a dirty look, and then start doing my sword forms again.
Can I gather just some potion ingredients by the riverside?
Yeah. Oh yeah, go for it.
I don't know which ones I would be able to gather. Alchemy is not very.
So yeah, alchemy is not fleshed out, and there's not even really a list of ingredients. I don't think.
Yeah.
But if you do you have a skill you roll for?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's alchemy and.
Basically, I'll just say you gather a certain amount of ingredients depending on how well you roll,
Okay.
and then those ingredients we can determine later. You can choose what they are when you want to use them.
All right.
There's not a defined list.
That explodes.
2.
13.
Okay. Yeah, I'll say you managed to come back with a nice bundle of 4 or 5 different types of alchemy ingredients, enough to probably make a few potions.
Okay.
Of some sort, depending on what kind of potions you want to make.
Okay. Poultices or something like that.
Yeah, some healing salves or whatever.
Some booster potions.
Are there any you want to attempt to make right now, or hold on to the herbs?
Yeah, let me. I also have that poison gland from the frog. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. I'm just gonna make 1 healing salve just for now.
Okay. Yeah. So let's see. There's a lot of different types of. I'll have to look into this at another time. Potions, as well as enchanting things for weapons you can use, such as different types of venoms, poison gas, that kind of stuff. So I'd say you can use the venom for enchanting a weapon. When I look into how to do that. I think it just gives your
Probably
weapon
a step bonus.
Yeah, a chance to poison, and then there's a poison rank as well. That I can look into another time. But yeah, I'll say I guess roll again to see if you can make the healing potion.
Okay, sure.
There's an antidote, a poultice.
That sounds so hot.
Salve of closure.
I rolled a 4 on that one.
Alright, say you get about halfway through making a healing potion.
Okay.
You can pick it up another time.
You get halfway through before it being interrupted by a goat scream.
Yeah.
I like the first noises. Yeah.
He really liked it.
It was a compilation video, so that was the first one that came up. Not the screaming I was hoping for.
Not the Taylor Swift goat scream.
Yeah, oh my gosh. I was thinking that
My
exact
favorite.
same thing.
That was what the second one was.
Yeah.
But yeah, just to have an idea of what kind of potions there are. There's obviously general healing. There's stopping illness, as well as antidote, which I imagine is for poison. Curing disease, stuff like that. I'll look more into that so we can expand on this, because I think it's interesting. I looked into it the other day, and there's not too much information I could find. I'm not sure where in the player or game master's guide they are, but I'm able to find random stuff on the internet. So I'll let you know if I find stuff. Did you find?
Yeah, they're on page 437 of the player's handbook.
Player's handbook.
Or at least that's the cost of the
potion.
items.
Yeah. I find all the costs, but as for
there's a description higher up in the chapter.
Okay. For making them. I know
for what they do.
Yeah. So
I think making them is all up to you.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was reading too. As for potions that aren't specific to the list that they have, that's kind of just a let's try it type thing. So with the one that you made That was just kind of like, yeah, I'll let you do that. You managed to get the ingredients and make it.
Cool.
Because that's not a specified potion.
We could just do Skyrim potions.
Honestly.
Have like those ingredients, that system.
Because
Though if we do that, you do have to let me like chug 5 beeswax during
Yeah,
in like one round of combat, like, eat a bunch of butterfly wings, and then have it all hit
like
at
a bunch of
once.
skooma. Does this skooma make you like run really fast?
What does beeswax even do in
Oh,
Skyrim?
no,
I've never
I'm
did
not
potions.
beeswax. It was, I think, just like it's the honeycomb.
Honey, yeah.
Honeycomb, yeah.
Skooma is a highly
Terrified
addictive
enemies watch me
narcotic.
just like
Oh,
stuffing
wow.
that in my mouth.
Yeah.
So
What is he doing?
I'm pretty sure there's like one video I watched. Alright, slight side tangent again.
Again.
On
We
YouTube.
can't stop talking about Skyrim.
I know. There's this
Twitch
really
stream.
funny video on YouTube where this guy like cheats himself a bunch of. I think it was skooma, and he's like a Khajiit, and he's like he like. So you know how like in the menu if you pause you can like take as many as you want.
Yes,
all the time?
that's exactly
So
what
like
I'm
it
talking
basically gives him like a ridiculous boost to like his speed and like stamina,
about.
and then he like runs so fast he like glitches through the whole map in like
Yeah.
one like as he moves forward once, and he
That's
like
what jokes are like in real life.
he like glitches through
That's
mountains
real
and like falls through the map. It was really good. It's a really funny video.
I have to find this.
I'll send it to you later. It's really fun. Anyways, I'm sorry. Well, oh yeah, you're making potions.
Yeah.
I'll look into like the Skyrim ingredient list. I feel like that's pretty established and good. Pulling at my laptop. But yeah. All right. So, anything else you guys want to do before we spend the night?
Yes. Just before the sun finishes setting, I'm going to sit down in the camp and face towards where the more wooded area is.
Mm-hmm.
Look around for any local birds that are flying through, and make an augury check.
Okay.
10.
All right. Well, it's nighttime, so I guess you see some like owls perched on trees. I don't know. This music makes it sound like there's a lot of birds, but I mean it's more quiet now that it's nighttime. But I'll say you managed to see like a hawk like swoop by and then like go off into the distance.
Okay. And what are those? What are those? What type of portents does that seem to reveal to me?
The hawk looks similar to the hawk that you saw earlier, dropping off your badges. But besides that, I mean, it just seems like a general, normal forest area. Nothing like really spooky going on or whatnot.
Okay.
Yeah. So, do you want to spend the night?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Cool. Okay. So, you wake up in the morning without a problem, and I'll say, I mean, you guys just want to keep moving towards. All right.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you continue down the length of the Coil River, seemingly getting very close to the city of Darranis. There are more and more travelers like passing you on the roads, as well as more kind of small settlements that you pass by, and signs and whatnot. So you're getting pretty close, following the beaches, I guess, of this river. And off in the distance, about like midday, you see like the outline of the city with these big walls, like a big gated-in city right by the riverside, and then like a little like outlook like kind of juts into the river, as well as some more like little settlements right by the riverside, like just outside of the city's walls. And you continue to follow this path alongside the river, and as you're following this path, you notice the like sandy, like muddy area by the riverside. It like starts to bubble a little bit. And out of the sand crawls like this little, well, I guess it's not that little. It just looks like a big lobster. A mud crab. I think this game's version of it, to be honest. And it attempts to grab whoever is in like the front. I guess that horse is like tries to grab at their mount's feet.
It would probably be me.
Yeah. All right, so roll for initiative.
Oh boy!
Oh no.
Prepare for
Alright.
combat.
I'll read short description so you know what you saw. They like to
I
bury
have no
themselves
idea
in
what's
the
going
sandy
on.
banks of the lower Coil River, where you are right now, and wait for approaching prey. When they walk above a sand lobster, it springs out of the ground and grabs at its victim with its paws. So it's attempting to like grab at this horse. But generally pretty small creature.
Music?
Oh yeah.
Anybody read the Dark Tower series?
Mm-mm.
I tried to read the first book and I couldn't get through it. Although I hear the other books are way different.
Is that a battle
I
cry?
don't know how to read.
It's unfortunate. It does happen occasionally.
Alright, so where are we?
What that battle music is. Oh god.
Is there?
This is like intense ass battle music.
Yeah, but
We're on
lobster,
horses,
yeah.
we're probably not in a line.
Yeah. Well, I want to try and unfortunately, like this only has like one type of battle music on this like software, so I'm gonna try and like see if I can get like maybe a hacker like custom music or something.
this is fine.
Where do you want to be?
In the middle.
Yeah.
I'm fine there. Yeah.
All right.
Alright, where's the lobster dude?
It doesn't have a big mouth.
So this is a spider, but imagine it's a lobster instead.
Beetle, actually.
Oh, it's a beetle.
Oh, wait.
Oh yeah, it definitely is.
Oh,
I
yeah.
see little pictures. Well, then perfect. It's like a lobster, but in the shape of a beetle. Alright.
Alright.
Oh, wow. Some of them grow to be the size of a horse.
Uh-oh.
Luckily, this one's not that big.
Alright.
It's only the size of a pony.
Yeah, I'll say that it's about that, like the size
Oh,
of
thank God
actually that
Missive
spider.
wasn't riding in the front.
It's that tiny, it's like,
Just-
it's this big.
It can swallow a
Oh my
windling
God.
in one bite.
No, like compared to your characters.
Oh, okay.
Don't give
So
him any
it's-
ideas.
So it's like
We've had enough swallowing adventures.
How tall are you,
it's
Taylor?
probably the size of Missa. Alright.
So initiatives?
5. Alright. Ooh, can I write on the back side of this? I think.
I don't know.
Okay. Because I didn't clean the other side. 4, 2,
11.
11,
5.
5. Alright.
We rolled well.
Mm-hmm.
I rolled average.
Alright.
Oh boy.
11 was our highest, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Scott, what did you roll?
2.
7.
You were 2. You were 5.
You were both 5.
Yeah.
You were 7, Phil?
I was 4.
4? Oh my goodness, what am I thinking? Alright.
Yeah. I don't know, what are you thinking?
I don't know, dude. Alright. Alright, and then we have 4, and then 2 with this up. Alright, cool. So the first turn is Tri-Skin's turn.
I am going to make a wood skin test.
Okay.
And move 1, 2, 4
I
here.
know this music.
No.
Damn.
Actually, no, I'm gonna make a tactics check.
Okay.
And yell, keep it away from the bank.
Where? Yeah, can you draw the scenery if it matters? I mean, we could be on a flat plane.
So this is like the road you all were traveling on. And then like it's like sandy, muddy riverbank, and then like the river edge is like pretty close by, following right alongside. So.
Okay. 11 against its social defense.
Okay. That passes.
Okay. So, I'm gonna say that everyone receives a +1 to their physical defense.
Nice.
If they follow my orders.
If you follow my rip, that didn't happen last time.
Yeah. If someone
And your order was to what? Keep it away from.
keep it away from the bank was what I said.
Which is over here.
Yeah, kind of. This is what I meant. The sandy area.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So we're on like a road and there's a sandy area. That has
Yeah.
water.
So like basically, as long as no one goes behind it and distracts it, like from behind like that, I think that would make the party lose its bonus. In my opinion, that would be not fun.
So we can't even go that way and try to blast it further this way, like away from the water.
That would be keeping it away from the bank.
You could do that. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. It depends. Yeah. You guys do whatever your characters
DM's interpretation. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. So who's next? Probably it. If it rolled well.
Nope. Jack and All Taman, you're tied.
Oh boy.
I think I'll go first this time.
Go for it.
I'll cast Spirit Dart. I guess I'll just stay where I am and try to lure it more towards me. If it starts going back towards the river, I'm gonna chase after it though. So I make spellcasting test against its mystic defense. That's 8
Against its mystic
mystic
defense?
defense. Yeah.
That does not pass.
Oh wow.
Alright.
Unfortunately. Not high mystic defense, boys.
So that's that explodes. 9 damage and decreases if it has any mystic armor by 2.
Wait, but
Wait,
didn't
it
pass?
didn't.
Yeah.
It didn't.
It
It
didn't.
didn't.
Oh,
hit.
it
It
missed?
didn't hit, yeah.
I'm sorry, that's why I wasn't. I was just like, oh, let me reroll. Wait, so it's got some mystic defense.
Yeah, it's got a
This
bit.
fucking monster. I'm sorry.
Sam monster.
It is a strong boy.
Sorry, I like on impulse was rolling again. That was dumb.
It's got
Oh, okay. It's Gaara from Naruto.
I wonder
Will
what
I
his
stop
social
making
defense
nerd
is.
references ever?
My
I
response,
don't know.
yeah.
Right, social
Does my
defense
spell
against
like
distracting
maybe
boy.
miss it or bounce off it? If it bounces off it, I'm just
That's-
gonna be
that was-
like,
No, it just misses.
Misses.
I think. Yeah.
Joy check against.
yeah. I'm gonna be like in
What?
shock.
Joy check against.
Alright.
Oh yeah.
I
You're.
checked
You're
against it,
yeah,
So-
more than 11. Yeah. You can probably hit that with 2d8 and a d6.
So that means it is Taman's turn.
Okay.
How many?
I will spend a simple action to activate my claw shape.
Okay.
And then I'm going to claw it.
Okay.
That's a 10 versus its physical defense.
That'll pass.
Okay. I'll go ahead and spend a point of karma on the damage roll. 10 damage.
Oh, cool. Alright.
And I will. Never mind, that's a simple action. Can't do that.
Can you do a simple action and an attack on the same turn?
You can do a simple and a standard, yeah.
Ooh, and is a move a standard action?
Movement is free.
Ooh.
As long as you're moving within your.
Ooh.
So, I guess you all got off your horses, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. It's going to lunge at Taman with its
Yep.
pinchers.
no.
Oh no. Okay. Oof, I explode. Explode, boys.
Okay.
Oh boy.
I mean, I assume it's gonna hit, so it's not really important, but. 18 to hit.
Yeah.
Is that an extra success?
It is, and one extra success.
Okay.
What do you think about this? Do I want to try to avoid? Should I try to avoid blow versus 18?
No, I don't think you can.
I'm not even gonna try avoid blow.
Sorry, got explodey boys and
That's fine. It happens.
almost another one too. So it doesn't actually have any special maneuvers for itself with an extra success. So is that there's a general thing that it does?
Yeah,
with
you
extra
can
success?
raise its damage step by 2.
Oh, okay. So, okay. Yike.
How many dice are you rolling? What's its damage step?
We don't know
cheating.
that.
No cheating. No metagame.
All right.
I ain't scared.
All right. 13 damage.
Okay.
That's
yeah,
a lot of
physical defense.
damage.
13 minus 5, I take 8.
I'm rolling very high right now. I'm very sorry.
Oh boy.
I take 8. Take 8 damage, and I do not take a wound.
Oh, good for you.
Alright.
Does your wound threshold increase with circle?
Not that I know.
All causes this and that.
I think it's only based off of your. It's only based off of your toughness.
Okay, interesting.
Alright. So, let's see if I can do all this in turn. So I'm gonna move here, and then as a simple action, I'm gonna distract it.
God, okay. Go for
Actually,
it.
no, I'm not gonna do that because that's a terrible idea. I'm just gonna distract it from way back here, where I can't get hit. I'm gonna pull out.
Oh my god.
Butter.
Butter.
I'm gonna pull out the 2 jump
Is it
things
the lobster?
Yeah, no, not
and
just
distract
sitting
it by
there.
holding them up.
Oh my god, if you
As, like,
kill the sand
fangs?
lobster, you could get the like lobster claws and be like
Like castanets. Oh my gosh, please.
Oh my gosh, that's my goal for this fight. But I'm gonna hold up the jump things and go like
Okay.
and try and distract it. I'm
Roll for
gonna
it.
add a karma
Alright.
to this roll, and this is against its
These
social defense.
They're not.
Old wounds. This explodes.
Ooh.
That's good because
Nice.
those other dice
Yeah.
aren't very nice.
15 against its social
Yeah,
defense.
that passes.
Is that a extra success?
Bro, that's a 17.
Yeah.
8.
8, 10, 11,
Fuck,
plus
sorry.
4 is 15.
That's an extra
Not as
success.
hard.
Extra success? Alright, so I get -2 to it gets -2 to everything. Physical defense.
-2 to physical defense.
Yep, and if it has any, like, defensive abilities, it can't use
Okay.
it, like, active blow.
Oh, it counts as blindsided, right?
Yeah, it does count as blindsided.
So it can't use avoid blow.
Yep. And I need a ranged weapon of some kind, even if I can't use it.
Wait,
You should buy a bow.
I should buy
it's
a bow.
blindsided? Okay, so -2 defense modifier. I see.
Blindsight, this replaces the defense modifier, but
Yeah.
everything else, yeah.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, that's...
You're doing a good job. It's very confused. It thinks you're an actual jump for a second. And it's like, it's like, oh, I know
I'm very
these dudes.
distracting.
We're friends, actually. He thinks you're a friend. I mean, you both live along the Coil River, so
Yeah.
you see each other quite often.
Nice.
Sometimes they like to like
gosh.
battle it out. Maybe
Yeah.
he'll try and fight you anyways.
Oh boy.
All right, so that makes it Missa's turn.
Wow, this thing was
Alright.
slow.
Huh?
Oh, wait, no, it already attacked.
It already
Yeah,
attacked.
it did.
Yeah. So,
I just forgot because it did no damage.
Miss F is gonna
Take
pick up
strength.
It did 8 damage. I
dirt.
thought this.
Pick up some dirt or sand or rocks or whatever's
Yeah.
on the ground.
Like
at
muddy
the thing and
sand.
do earth darts. He's also gonna spend a karma to do
Earth
it.
darts.
Earth
Street smarts.
Pocket sand.
Earth
Sand lobster.
All right. 14 versus Mystic Defense.
Yeah, that passes.
Sweet. Not that. Just this. Ooh, nice. Alright.
That's 5.
That's 17 physical. And he gets -2 physical armor.
Damn. Alright.
Nice.
That's a lot of physical.
Alright. Cool. Wait, -3 or -2?
-2.
-2. Okay, cool. Alright. That means it's Triskin's turn.
Okay. Triskin is going to use wood skin.
Yeet.
So
Explodes.
Explode.
Yes.
his skin hardens and becomes bark-like, basically, and he gains 12 temporary hit points.
Oh, this is for the earth darts hitting. One second. Let's see if you can hear it. Oh, it's so quiet. One second. You can kind of hear the arrows hitting. Alright. I love my little sound effects there too. Alright. So, is that the end of your turn, Triskin?
Yep.
Alright, Jack and All's turn.
Alright, this time I'll try Spirit Grip. So I guess that's going to be against his Mystic Defense again, so.
Okay.
Actually, I'll spend one of my karma for the day, and when it's 2 different die, how do I just choose the larger one to roll another one of?
No, you just add
No.
a d6 for when you spend
Just
a
add a
card.
d6,
Yeah.
that's it. Okay. Are you kidding?
Wow.
Did you? No, you didn't. Critical fail. Wait, is that a 6?
No.
Yeah, what?
It's a 1.
That weird.
No,
is that
that's a 1.
It's a 1, a 1, and a
Yeah, that's
2.
a 4.
Ouch.
I'm sorry.
I'm whiffing it today.
Taman's
It's.
turn.
I mean, it's fair because I kept
I'm
having
gonna take a
exploding dice
strain.
last time.
And take a strain and make a maneuver check.
Okay.
It's against his physical defense.
I imagine this all kind of stabbing.
6.
Lobster. What? Oh, shoot.
I think his physical defense is still down from
Yeah.
Bill's turn, so that passes.
Okay.
Nice.
My physical defense counts as 2 higher now against him.
Cool.
And then I'm going to claw him.
Does it do anything to him? Or okay, cool.
No, it's
It's just for you.
it's a maneuver test. So I'm basically like bouncing around and I'm harder to hit.
Oh, I see. I see.
You're being Muhammad Ali.
Yeah, float like a butterfly,
Flag, flag, flag.
sting like
Yeah.
a dragon.
Yeah.
And that's a 4 on my attack. So that misses. Wait. Yeah, that's
A
4.
4 to hit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I assume that misses.
Yeah. Alright. At least you didn't get hit though, or you're harder to hit. Alright, well that means it his turn. I mean he's still very distracted. So yikes. But that doesn't actually affect his attack, does it?
No, it doesn't.
That's kind of silly. Alright. Okay.
That's why I did the maneuver.
He's going to attempt to hit you again.
Okay.
Though you're bouncing around everywhere, he is distracted yet fascinated. Alright. It's 12 to hit. Is it just...
You got it.
Ah! I'm sorry, I don't
That's
know why I'm
fine.
rolling so high. I am an evil GM. Alright.
I will actually take another strain to avoid that blow.
Alright.
I'm gonna spend a karma. See if we can get a 12. 11.
No!
11 on my avoid blow.
This is so sad. Alexa, play Sweet Victory.
Oh my
Bye.
Sweet victory.
Sweet Victory. Yeah. Alright.
Alright, how much damage are you doing?
It's gonna do 10 damage.
Okay. Take another 5.
Alright. I'm beating up on you, I'm sorry.
How much health do you have?
A lot.
Yeah.
Okay, you're fine.
Alright. Okay, that means it's Frill's turn.
I will attempt to communicate with it in Jub and distract it.
Okay.
Yes.
Like, continue to distract it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't know what kind of sounds it's making.
I mean, you remember what the sound of the jump
Yeah,
is.
so I try to imitate a Jub.
Alright. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Perfect.
And I'm going to spend another karma on this distract roll because this is all I'm good at. Where did the other D8 go?
Yikes.
Can't
And
do
you
a
probably
character
do the best
voice, but I sure can do
Alright.
jump voice.
Jub want grub. Jub did not roll well.
That's actually really good. Yeah.
14.
That'll hit.
Is that an extra success?
That was against the social
Defense.
It was 14.
Yep.
That is actually one extra success.
Woo! Same as last round, -2.
Alright, cool.
Do I want to go in? I'm hitting really hard. No, I'm gonna stay back here.
Can you imitate for us your attempt at communication?
That's a good sound.
Oh my god.
No one said that Pearl Songsmith was good at it. Actually,
I would say he's not good.
Actually, can I make an acting
thought-
roll to see how good my impression is?
I thought you explicitly said that you were good at improv last night to the ladies. Or to
Well,
that drunk stranger.
I may have been misleading.
Didn't you do an impersonation of me
There
to make
was a
fun of me?
bear.
Can I make an acting roll on that to see how good my impression is?
Sure.
Okay. For kicks and giggles. It's a D12. Whoa!
Oh.
It explodes. 18.
Oh shit, where did Frill go? There's a
You-
joke.
18 against
We
social
start attacking
defense.
him instead?
Yeah.
Wait, okay. So what does that do?
I don't know.
You
That was
just
just a fun roll.
you're just
I'm acting
doing-
really well.
You're actually just, yeah.
I'm just the best.
I mean, who knew you had it in you,
Yourself.
honestly?
I know, yeah.
That's quite impressive. Alright. With that amazing act of raw talent, we move on to Missaf's turn.
Alright, Misaf is going to, in slow motion, pretend like he is this lobster thing with his claws and like make some snapping motions and cast slow weapon.
Okay.
Because that's how you cast it. Anyway, this is against its mystic defense. And we'll spend a karma on it again because we have a lot of karma spent.
Oh, I got a blanket.
Alright, this one explodes.
Are we leaving them out on the board when we use them?
I'm trying to
I've
toss
just
them
been,
back in
I've
the
just been throwing them in the thing, but that's just because it's right next to me.
Yeah.
Alright, what do we got here?
I mean, if you want, you could probably just like turn them over or something.
Yeah, no, I want to make sure we weren't like
Is that
having
19?
to.
No, I'm throwing them over.
11 plus 7 is 18, 19, yes.
He's just
Alright,
throwing them over because he's bad at throwing them. 19 all the way over here. He's just the troubadour.
Against
Against
Sure,
mystic
yeah.
defense.
Stick defense, that passes.
Alright.
How many successes? That feels like multiple successes.
It has to have threats in
Yeah.
it for it to work. So it doesn't.
Success level increases the duration.
That's pretty good.
Of the slow
That's
weapon.
good.
But anyway. All that really happens is it gets -4 to its damage.
Oh,
Alright.
wow.
Or -4 damage test penalty. So is that
It's -4 steps to its
Yeah,
damage.
-4
-4
steps.
steps to its damage?
To when it's trying to roll for
Do
damage?
it, yeah.
Or
To-
trying to roll to hit.
Damage.
Damage, okay, cool.
And how many successes was that?
That's one extra.
One extra, so that's an extra round.
Right. So I have this.
An extra 2 rounds,
spell,
actually, plus 2
not
rounds.
Rank 2, so 4 rounds. Is how long it lasts.
Wow.
Cool.
Normally only lasts 2 rounds.
Nice.
Okay. And on the end of Missaf's action,
Oh no, is there another one?
you hear something
Oh,
running up from in the distance.
Tremors.
Let's see.
Is it
Is it Daggis?
Daggis?
It's Daggis, definitely.
I heard you guys
Is it
needed
Daggis?
help!
Oh, imagine.
He's swimming from the shore, right?
Yeah, no. Absolutely not. It's
The
not.
guard who's been chasing us for 40 miles since we stole a wheel of cheese and was just caught up with us.
Oh my gosh.
Do we need a restraining order against Daggis?
Can you hear the battle cry sound?
Yeah,
Not the one I was going for.
That's
It like
mighty
randomizes, so that was interesting. Alright. So like running up from the distance. Let's see, is there a good minifigure for this? I don't have the ideal pairing, but this is good enough. There's you see an orc woman. This is not an orc, but we're gonna pretend that it is for this moment in time.
Looks pretty orcish.
I think it's more like, I guess it's like Lord of the Rings orc, but not like the orc we're going for.
She's taller.
Oh my.
Riding up on.
She needs a shirt.
Huh?
She needs a shirt. I guess you could just not. No, leave it.
Naked.
Leave it. It's okay.
Riding up on what is it again? This like large beast thing. What is it called? I don't remember. I want to make sure I picked the right one.
Tiger?
No, it's not a normal animal. It's like a mix between like a big like bull and what is it called?
Oh, the thunder beast? The thunder lizards?
No, it's not that. Basically just this massive, not massive, like, are you giving her a shirt?
She's trying to knit a sweater in normal combat.
Yeah, I guess I did not write down what she was writing on. But yeah, just this like large, aggressive looking orc woman riding on this like big like bull like mixed with cat mixed with a bunch of creature like mount thing with its head like really low to the ground, just like charging in.
It's some weird chimera.
Yeah, it's just a mixture of animals. Since I can't remember exactly what it was made up of. She like charges into battle, like yelling her loud orc yell, and is kind of like, "What are you all doing messing around over here?" As she like tries to like land a blow on this sand lobster as she's running by on her mount.
Getting attacked. No sleep.
I noticed. So she's going to attempt to hit with her lance.
Oh my.
Ooh.
So
Is she doing a charge attack?
I do have charge attack, but I don't know what's the difference between charge and melee. Charge is like a free action. I think it gets an extra attack.
Charge is her damage step.
Oh, but what about the lance? I have a damage step for the lance too.
It adds to it. If she performs a charge.
Oh,
If she
okay.
performs a charge, she gets her lance damage plus the charge step plus the strength of the mount.
I want to do that one.
That's a lot of damage.
It is charge is a ridiculous amount of damage.
All right.
It's a charge.
Okay. All right. Oh yeah, and his physical defense is down still from distraction.
Yep.
Alright, so the charge attack hit, and then it's the charge step plus the lance step plus
The strength of the mount.
the mount. Oh, that means I need to figure out the name of the mount. Where it's in my notes somewhere. I know you're here.
Add a d6.
Yeah.
Be lazy.
Just call it
Yeah,
strength
honestly,
up 6.
I'm sure that it's not. Oh, that's what it's called. Okay. Let's see. It's like a pretty rare amount, so it might actually be. Wait, it's strength?
Yeah, strength
Yes.
step.
It's strength step.
Is that just like.
The step. So not the number. But
Not the
like
number?
The step.
How do you see the step?
Doesn't have a bracket beside it.
I'll just say 6. The number is 12, but I'm pretty sure that's not.
12 actually
Probably
might.
5.
No, that actually might be a strength step.
It just says like dex, strength, toughness, and it has numbers next to it.
Yeah, that's probably a strength step.
She's gonna demolish this thing
Yeah.
as she comes
Animals
by.
have to be very strong to hold up orcs.
That's true.
Yeah.
Alright. Y'all get ready to have her like one-hit murder this
Yeah.
thing.
I
Actually.
bet.
You already have every member of this party immediately.
I actually
fall in
have to
love with
like
her.
use my phone tab. Alright.
Will you tell us what she's rolling?
I don't know
For
if
this
is correct.
ridiculous step?
So her lance damage step is 13.
Okay.
Her charge step is 8,
Alright, 20.
and then 12 for the mount.
Mm-hmm.
21.
So 12 plus
37.
plus 8. No, 33.
Yeah,
So she's rolling
33.
2 d20s, a d10, and a d8.
Is she gonna spend karma on this?
Is that for
God's help
damage?
his lobster.
Yeah. I'm gonna look into that, but I kind of wanted to have her one hit kill it anyways for the
Yeah.
sake of story and time. So
Step 33.
even if that's incorrect, I still think this is really funny. So, you know, I'll look into charging for next session so I can have her use that attack. But I didn't look too much into cavalrymen. I was studying for a physics exam, so
Understandable.
Cavalry women.
cavalry women, badass women. All right, let me get all of these die assembled.
Not quite done.
All right, time to add this up again. Well,
It's just gonna hit this lobster. It's just gonna like fucking implode.
actually, it might. Oh yeah, no shit. Yeah. She like basically runs up to this thing and you know as Jack and all goes like we're being attacked. She like goes like yeah, and she like stabs her like lance through it. And like lifts it up onto her lance and like keeps riding with her mount as she like slows down and like stops and has this like impaled like large lobster on her lance. And she looks at you guys and she goes, these things are why am I using my like dwarf voice again? She goes, see these sand lobsters here? Yeah, they're worth a lot in Europe. They're very, very good delicacy of meat. So I'll be taking this here. And she like kind of pulls it off the top of her lance and slings it over her shoulder and like just rides off back towards the city that you all came from.
Fine by me.
I look at those lobster claws longingly and I was like, what? My claws. And I just like, just make a mime of what my next.
It was nice meeting you. Who was that woman?
Why wasn't she wearing a shirt yet?
I'm imagining like a careless whisper as she rides off
my
into
God.
the sunset with it.
Wait, let me describe what this mount looks really quickly.
Yeah.
Before we
I never did get that woman's name.
It is a mount that leads a ferocious wave of destruction while spearing enemies with a long lance is what it's used for. A cross between a bear and a bull. I knew it was a bull. I forgot what the other thing was. Like a bear. So I guess this is more
The
appropriate.
ultimate economic animal.
Here's her mount.
Yeah, that would be a strength 13.
Yeah.
It had squat, stubby legs and a short tail. The head was like a bull but wider. with sharply curved horns.
Ooh.
And then like matted brown neck fur, and a back that has a big hump. But like bare legs is just a monstrosity, honestly. That she rides off into the distance on as she like yells a battle cry or something. I don't know. And heads not directly towards the gate of the city, but to like the little shacks on the outskirts of the city. And leaves you all standing there on the path about a few hours outside of
It's kind of like
city. Yep. And so we'll end it there. Pick up the next session.
All right.
So nice little short session there. I think we got everything in that I was hoping for. So yeah.
Can I show this to the stream before we sign
Sure.
off?
Is that your character?
I made a picture of my boy. I don't know if you can see it.
Oh, you can see, I think.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, cute.
There he is. Yeah, that's it. I just wanted to share that with the stream.
1 second.
And we'll have like
I've also
Bane's almost
finished-
done knitting.
What's
boy.
oh wait, I guess
You don't
we
know her name.
yet.
The unnamed
Mysterious or
cavalry.
But yeah, so we're gonna have we're gonna have I think pictures illustrated soon of all of the player characters. So follow us on all of the social medias for that. Name is Myths Guided. So please follow us here on Twitch. It would help us a lot, as well as subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you just search up Myths Guided, you should be able to find it. It has the same little logo as we have for our Twitch channel. But thank you all for watching, and happy Lunar New Year if you celebrate that. And sorry the session was a little shorter, but we'll be back again next week, Tuesday at 8 instead of 9. So please tune in again then. Thanks for watching, and I think Bane has something to show you.
Here's my little orc dress. It's very shirt-like. I don't know.
Alright, anything else?
No.
No?
That's it.
Bye.
Thanks, everyone.